Almost there.
Okay.
All right. All right. We got her done. Friday the 13th. Welcome aboard, Dr. Trevor Cates. You have this amazing, empowering docuseries that I wanted to share with the folks out here in Facebook land. And I wanted to start out with one, tell us what you're up to, what inspired you, number one, because there's a lot of work to put out the education that you are putting out right now. So give us the whole thing. We've got hormones, health, and vitality. Oh, harmony,
Harmony,
hormone,
hormones, health,
health,
and
and
harmony.
harmony. And you have an amazing lineup. So I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docu-series, and we launched on May 10th. It's live and up online for free for people to watch. And it's been such a great passion project, and I think really the timing on it is so crucial and important for women to get information. They need to be in charge of their health. Women are typically the decision makers for their families about healthcare and products for health, products for the family, all kinds of things. And so we need to take care of ourselves and so that we can take care of everyone else and be educated consumers. So we know how to take care of ourselves and everyone else. And we're the ones that are going out there seeking all the information. And so I think for so long in my practice, I've been a naturopathic doctor, same amount of time as you have, because we were in school together, 22
Yes.
years. And I hear from so many women, as you probably do too. They went to doctor after doctor or practitioners looking for information, looking for why do they feel the way they do. They just know something's not right, but they keep being told by conventional doctors or other doctors, you're fine. It's just in your head, or you're just stressed, or it's because you're a woman, or because you're getting older. And so I'm so tired of hearing this and patients coming in to see me at the point where they're like falling apart emotionally and physically. And so like, okay, we need to stop this. We need to get this information out in a big way. And I don't have all the answers. And I'm sure different people resonate with different practitioners and experts in different ways. So I gathered together some of the top experts around women's health and hormones and interviewed them all. So
I
I
love
did
it.
as,
I love it.
yeah.
One of the stats that you have out there was 91% of women are not happy with their bodies.
Yeah.
And I found that a staggering stat. And this component, I mean, I'm right there with you, every day, but the world wouldn't happen without women. Like, let's just face it. Like we wouldn't be here without women. It's a fact. And so, for you to pull this together, what were some of the surprising things that you gathered in these interviews? What was like, wow, I hadn't considered it that way.
Well, I think one of the things that I think is really important that comes across in the docu-series is all the doctors who themselves had their own personal stories that led them to where they are, including female gynecologists who thought that they knew the woman's body, right? They knew what to do. They knew how to, do surgery, to do hysterectomies. They knew when to prescribe birth control pills to manage hormones. But then they started having all these health issues themselves and said, wait, something's not right. I'm missing something here. I wasn't taught something. And so they started to do some research on their own to figure out why their health was a mess. And then they started learning about integrative medicine, functional medicine, naturopathic medicine, and realizing, wow, there's this whole other way to help women that I haven't been doing. And so changed their lives. And then they went on to change their practice to do more functional gynecology. And that's one of the biggest things, because, as naturopathic doctors, we were trained this way. So we know this, we've been doing it all along. We had our own health issues and situations earlier on, but it's so amazing that conventional medicine, the way that doctors are taught in medical school is so limited, and that this hasn't changed in years.
Right. It's so interesting. We think differently, right? Naturopathically. And at conferences, and I'm sure you've had this experience, I get approached by osteopaths and medical doctors always saying like, I really wish I went to naturopathic school, because you guys, we think differently. And it is, whether you're just a functional, just with a capital J, functional medical provider or naturopathic physician, there's still that underlying training that I feel like that they're working against, right? They're having to overcome a whole bunch of programming that took them down a certain way of investigating and thinking about the body, versus the holistic approach of like, we treat dynamic heart-centered beings moving through time and space. Like, we learned holism right out of the gate. So I feel forever grateful for that. And actually going through the experience with you, we became dear friends, 25 years ago or whatever. And so I'm so happy to be able to share what you put together, because people are looking for trusted sources, and that heart connection, you can't take the heart out of medicine. And I really applaud you for like your lineup is like over the top. And so I don't know, I've got the screen pulled up here. I don't know if that's valuable to go over, or you want to just share some more about what's happening. I'll encourage everybody. I put the links on both the event and on this live stream. So just click that and take a look at the docuseries and sign up for it. It's free. So you get some education, share it with your friends and family. That's the whole reason why I do this stuff. I know Dr. Cates, that's why she's doing it. The root word of doctor is docere, or teacher. So I'm going to again pass that right back over to you, Dr. Cates. And what do you got?
Well, thank you. It is interesting. I wanted to have a great combination of people that people know, right? That names like Suzanne Summers, like everybody knows who Suzanne Summers is. People may not know that she wrote, I think most people know that she wrote these incredible books that helped change actually a lot of the gynecologists I interviewed. They said they read Suzanne Summers' book. That's one of the things that changed their path. And so it was really great to be able to interview Suzanne Summers as being a big inspiration for a lot of these doctors that changed paths. So of course, people like that, and Dr. Perlmutter, Dr. Anna Kabeka, a lot of, people that, the people probably know. But then I also went to the naturopathic conference and said, okay, who's got a really important message to share? I want to hear what you have to say too, even though people may not have heard from you, because we've got some wicked smart doctors out there and experts that haven't been featured in summits and docuseries and online and stuff before. So I wanted to give them a chance to have their voice be heard too. So you'll see some people. So if you go to the website that Dr. Greg has on his page, you'll see, go to the website and you scroll down, because if you can first watch the trailer, because the trailer is amazing, and you'll get an idea of the quality of the docuseries. But scroll down and then you'll see all the images, the faces of the people and their names, and some of them you might recognize. Okay.
Shall I share it? Let me just share it.
Yeah. So I wanted to interview all of these people, and it's been amazing. We did these, the majority of them are in person. So so that's, you can watch the trailer at the top. When you register for this, make sure you put your name and your email and click the watch now, because that'll take you. It's live now. So we're on episode 3 is airing right now. So you can watch it for free, but you have to put your name and email in, and then check your email so that you'll get the link to watch it. And each episode is up for 24 hours. We started on May 10th, but now we're on episode 3. So you can, see episode 3. This is what's airing right now, is stress versus rest. This is a really important one. It's an important one for me too, because there's a lot of stress putting together something like this. So I watched it a couple of times myself. And then episode 4 is airing tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're switching. This is my favorite episode that starts tonight, and it runs for 24 hours. It's up for free for 24 hours. It's called Too Toxic. And I think this is it. We can't stress enough how important it is to look at toxins in our environment and our exposure to these, all the ways that we can reduce our exposures and improve our detoxification pathways, because a lot of these toxic chemicals are known endocrine disrupting chemicals. So that means they are they're disrupting, creating imbalances with our hormones. And there's been a lot of research now coming out about these. I was just on Good Day Chicago yesterday morning on Fox 32 talking about toxins in skincare. Like there's this group of chemicals called PFAS, and they're known as forever chemicals because they never go away. They are continuing to exist in our environment, and they also bioaccumulate. So accumulate in human tissues and in animals. And so we are exposed to so many of these. Unfortunately, they're in even in the water. They're in us also personal care products. A lot of, especially things like women's long-lasting lipsticks and mascaras, waterproof mascaras, which so many women use. And these are going straight into your eye, into your circulation, and you're wearing these lipsticks that you're consuming. So this is a really important episode to learn how to reduce your toxins that you're exposed to and how to support your detoxification pathways, how your genes might be playing a role, and how these toxin exposures actually impact our hormones and what we can do about it. So important.
Huge. That is so naturopathic that's your favorite episode.
Well, and I also happen to have a clean, natural, non-toxic skincare line that I've done a ton of research on and have 2 books talking about this topic.
Awesome. So I want to get down here so they can see who all is on here as well, and then we'll bid adieu. But your lineup is, I mean, it's spectacular who you've got in here. You know, just throughout, you've got naturopaths, you've got chiropractors, you've got osteopaths, you have medical doctors, you have nutritionists. I mean, the list goes on. You've got coaches,
fitness people.
Amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I even have an organic farmer, Daisy Fair. That is the perfect name for an organic farmer.
Daisy Fair. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Any other highlights, or what else do you want to share with us here?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of these experts have something amazing to say. Some of them, and what we did is we interviewed all of these people for at least an hour, and then we took the best clips of their interviews and edited it in to have a topic per episode. So that's why, you know, we have the one on Too Toxic, because we take everybody that talks about it, which of course is a lot of naturopathic doctors. I interviewed 22 naturopathic doctors out of the 53 people I interviewed. There are a lot of them. And so of course they want to talk about toxins. And so you'll see a lot of naturopathic doctors in that episode, but then there are other episodes that will, you know, will have more of like Dr. Hyla Cass, who's a psychiatrist, or Dr. Perlmutter, who does a lot with brain health and things like that. So, and I know we wanted to have you in the docuseries, but we just couldn't figure out the timing because we were doing these in person. Yeah.
No, I so appreciate you, and I want to just support it. I have a really bad joke about toxic lipstick, and I wonder if I could share it with you. Have you heard me tell this joke before?
No.
So the average, so I am a naturopathic doctor, as you've said, and we went to school together. So I've done lectures on detoxing the brain and the liver. And the average, here's fun facts. The average woman in the United States eats about a pound of lipstick a year. The average male eats about 2 pounds of lipstick a year. All right, that was a horrible joke. You didn't even laugh about it. I know. Thank you.
Yes. So this one affects men too. It's true. I mean, we do have men. My customer support team is like, what do we say when men ask us about when we're to do a docuseries for them? And I'm like, well, this one's for women.
I'm sure they know women in their lives that they could share it with, right?
Yes.
You know, it is.
Is that
so
women?
go for it.
Well, I was just going to say that reason why I wanted to focus on women for this particular docuseries was, first of all, I'm a woman and I see
Yeah.
the majority of patients I see are women, but also our hormones are more complex because we're born with these parts and things that function to let us have babies. And so just by the nature of that, our hormones are more complex. They change throughout the month as well as throughout our lives. Even, certain hormones will change throughout the day. So they're just a more complex, and we are more susceptible to these changes in the environment that with the toxins. And this impacts fertility for us. And so it actually impacts. We got to start with women and educating women and helping women. And then, of course, it's great for men to watch this too. And certainly a lot of what we talk about, especially in Too Toxic, you want to avoid as well. And so going back to your joke, dating women that wear natural skincare products.
That's right. Is good for your health. That's
Yes.
the bottom line, right?
Right.
It is.
So thankfully, Kitty, I think, uses natural skincare products.
She does. She does. Thank you for that. I figured, we'll end it with a little levity, but seriously, folks, click the button, sign up, and start watching. You've got the weekend here. It's free this week. There's amazing information. Share it with your friends and family because, this information isn't coming from the media. It's coming from general people that care and love for you. And I know, Dr. Cates, this was a labor of love for sure, because I've put on some summits and docuseries, and it is a ton of work to do this. So really, thank you for bringing this to the world and birthing this docuseries for us.
Thank
Any
you.
last parting words? Any last parting words?
I just want to encourage, just even though we've already gotten started with the docuseries, we just go ahead and start watching. I know you're coming in at episode 3 if you're just checking in today, but every episode is a standalone. They're all equally important. And also invite every woman, this is really important. This is free through May 18th. We want to make sure that you're getting as much of this as you can. So go ahead and sign up now. Go to the site, put your name and email in, check your email. If you have any trouble, we have great customer support. You can email them at team@thespadoctor.com, and we just are here for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Trevor. So good to see you. Everybody, get out there and start viewing because it's great information. Happy Friday the 13th. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.